Hey girl, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you've been a part of the Oh So Pretty squad, I'm so glad that you're back. If you want to join the squad, all you gotta do is hit that subscribe button and you are in. On this channel, I'm gonna take you behind the scenes of my handmade accessories business, as well as give you helpful tips and helpful information for running a small handmade or product-based business. So don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Let's create something oh so pretty. Hey guys, I'm so excited about today's video. So today we're going to be making the star-studded collection. Yeah, star-studded collection. So this is a first for me. I've never made all studs in a collection. I've always did dangles and studs. It's always been like a few studs, but today we're doing all studs. So right here, I am preparing to cut my cane. So basically, I've taken a whole bunch of scraps from a different collection and I've made a cane and I'm now slicing it up. You'll kind of see some of that process of the cane a little later because I actually end up making another one. So basically, you just slice it down and then I'm going to roll it out. And I'm going to take my roller, my pasta machine, and I'm going to roll it out to stretch out the pattern a little bit. So as you can see here, the pattern's super tight, which is still very nice. When I cut it in two, I almost did one of each, but I just ended up doing both of them. I just ended up running both of them through the pasta machine anyways. But I could have kept it this way as well. That was actually really nice too. But I didn't. So as you can see right there is the first look of how it looks stretched out. And I'm going to show you the full thing right now. So yeah, I think it reminds me of like iCat. I feel like if you've ever seen that fabric or that pattern before, it kind of gives me those vibes kind of. I need to look that up because that would be super dope if I can recreate like an iCat for earrings, but that's neither here nor there. Focus, Olivia, on the task at hand. Anyhow, so I'm going to cut out all studs. I do a lot of rounds, but I do add some stars. That's where I got the all-star star-studded collection. Yes, if I can remember the name, it would be nice. But so I do a lot of circles, and I do because I love like a big circle stud. I love button earrings for that reason. And since I cannot get some materials for my button earrings right now, this is a great substitute for me and for you. So I foresee I'll probably keep the all-star studded collection on my website and just always like add different studs to it and do more color variations and just have like a whole studs. And some of these will definitely be in stud packs. So I'll sell some of them singly, but a lot of them will be 3 studs. So you'll get like a small, medium size, and a large stud is my plan. But I'll also include some in, singles as well. And I'll probably just add to it over time. But yeah, I am also doing something that I've never really done before in this way, but I'm using this like silver little circle and I'm going to embed that within the clay and then do a resin topper. I will say I think I got 2, 4, 6. I feel like I ruined 4 of them. Yeah, I think I got 4 out of this whole little lot right here because I tried to do 8, but I only ended up giving 4. And it's because when I first took my resin outside to set, I had it sitting somewhere where it wasn't really level. You guys will see that later in it, but it wasn't there. I had it sitting somewhere else, but I didn't end up showing you guys. But it was not level, so the resin started to drain. And with resin, the thing about it is whenever you're doing resin, you don't want to put your resin too close together because it actually like attracts, so it will like pull together. So if you have like 2 resin pieces curing right next to each other, they kind of pull together. I don't know what the gravity, the resin, the resin is self-leveling, so it kind of just like glues itself to each other. So yeah, I kind of ruined a couple, but that's what happens. So yeah, let's just watch me get these studs cut out and then we'll see what comes next. I also have to sneeze right now, so let's do a break and listen to some music. Alright, so now I'm starting to make the second cane that I made, and basically this is how I'm making the cane. There's a couple different ways you can make a cane depending on how you want it to come up, but I had a whole bunch of these scraps left over just from various projects that I've been working on, so I was like, yeah, just kind of, it was all in the same color scheme, so I figured I would just kind of mix all of this stuff together. And then I also decided to chop up this lighter, so I had some gold mixed with that white, so I decided to make the stars out of that batch over there to which will be to the left, I guess. Well, you can see the lighter batch. So that's what I make the stars out of, and then the other batch is what I'm going to make more studs from. So if you're wondering what I'm doing right there, I had on that white clay, I just had it somewhere, which got a little dusty. I hate that. So easy way to get that dust off, if you ever have clay just sitting out on a shelf or something like that and you do get dust on it, I usually just spray a little alcohol on it, and then I take my baby wipe and I just rub it off, and it just comes right off. So if you ever have that issue, that's how you can get rid of it. But I'm just chopping this all up. So I just chop it all up, which is going to end up making this huge cane, which I love. And I think I use some of this, but I'll definitely have more. I definitely know I have more of this to use in the future, so I can always like restock this collection once it starts to like sell down, or I might make some other stuff with it. Who knows what I'll do. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do, and this is pretty much how I did the first cane. I might have not chopped it up so fine, but I think I might have just took the skeleton from what I cut out and just kind of compiled it together. So this is what I am doing. So yeah, let's get this done and we will get to the next step. Alright, so here I am. I'm starting to roll out all of the scrap from the white pieces. So basically, I'm gonna make it still has like a lot of brown in it and a lot of like the gold in there, but I get it rolled out to where it's pretty like a nice cream, like a milky. This don't really look milky, does it? Not yet, but I get it to a nice little creamy color. It still looks very like buttery now, like yellow and buttery, but later on I get it down to more of a creamy color. But also I'm going to go on top of this with the mica powder, so it's like a lighter, whiter, creamier, shinier, pearlescent mica powder. So that's going to help like tone down some of the yellow, which I'm not mad at the yellow, but in the end you'll see they're much more whiter. They look much more whiter than they look right now. So that's why I'm saying that. So yeah, let's just continue to do this. And then I'm going to show you this really cool roller that I use on the next step. So just stay tuned for that. Alright, so this is the cool roller that I was telling you about. It's actually a fondant roller. So you can find these types of rollers in the baking section at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby and those type of craft stores, or I guess even bakery stores, whatever, wherever they sell bakery stuff. you can find these rollers. So it's really a cool design that I like incorporating in some of my designs every once in a while. It has like a almost like a cross stitch kind of look, and then it's mixed with some florals in there. So it's kind of hard to see there, but you'll see it once I get this mica powder on. I'm using this mica powder. I think it's called, I can't remember what it's called, but I get this from this site called LKcreative.com. So if you're looking for cool pigment powders, she has a bunch, and they're very pigmented, and I love dusting them on my clay. Like, I mean, it just gives it a whole different look. So I just love using those for that reason. And I also, you know, you can mix them in resin and all different things, but I just love the look that it gives the color. I wish this color was a little bit more blue, not so greeny, but it really looks good. I mean, I love the color, just it would have been more cohesive with the other blues, but I think it looks good together. But everything, I didn't want, they don't have to be matchy match, but I need to get a more of like a more blue, like one that's teal but it's showing a little bit more blue. I would like to get a pigment color that colors eventually. I did have another one, but I think this one matched best. So yeah, I just continue to make more of the studs. One thing about whenever you're using like scrap clay, you can just basically, when it's just blank like this, you're not making a lot of different colors, you can just kind of roll it out. But oh my gosh, look how this looks, guys. It's so brilliant. Oh my goodness, looks so good. I love them. They're just easy. Throw some studs on, can just elevate any type of outfit, or maybe you're dressing down for the day. So yeah, now we're gonna resin. I typically do a 2-part epoxy resin for the tops of my earrings, but because these are studs and they have like a lot of color in them, I'm just using a UV resin this time. And I mean, I tell you this, I think I told you guys this before, but I'm so in love with using the sun to cure my UV resin nowadays. I just feel like it gives it a much better finish. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and coat the top of the textured ones with the polyurethane because it's so important to coat them, because if you do not, since the mica powder isn't embedded in the clay, it's just brushed on top, what you'll see that will happen is if you do not embed it, you will get the powder come off on your finger. So basically, over time of the client having it or you having your jewels, the mica powder will come off, so it will just start to look a little bit more dull. It won't keep that shine and pearlescent look that it has right now. So you want to coat them with some type of finishing, a clear coat, so they can stand the test of time. So basically what I do is I'll add 2 coats to each of the each set I have right there. So I'll do 1 coat and then I'll let it dry, and then I'll end up doing another coat, and yeah, we're all good. Well, today we're using Good God's Sun and to cure this resin. Like I was saying earlier, I just love the way the resin cures it because it's just a better finish. It just does better, way better than putting it under the UV light. I think the UV light cures it too fast, so they just don't do right. Okay, I just don't like it. I love it for backs, I'll do it for the backs, but for the tops I'm not a fan of it. But I love the way the sun does it. And today I actually did the backs, and it was more of an overcast day, so on a sunny day, they'll probably take about 20 minutes. If it's overcast, maybe like 45 to 50 minutes. All right, so this is the finished product. project. This is the finished product. I loved how they turned out. They're all so beautiful. Too bad I can't keep them all. But thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't had an opportunity to like this video, please like this video. It does so much for the channel. If you're here, I know there's about 62% of you guys who watch my videos but haven't hit the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you be a part of the Oh So Pretty squad. And TGIW, we love doing this. This is the highlight of our week. So if you haven't watched any of the videos in the lineup, make sure you hit up the description. All the videos are there, and I'm so excited to be the finale. So peace out.